Inferno will be the decider. Who's going to take the last place for LAN? eUnited, MIBR, one of the two. Only Siggy picks eUnited. They look good, but MIBR looks better on train, which was their pick. Here are the predictions again. Now, are you guys feeling comfortable with your picks? Do you want to change?
No.
No?
As again, MIBR, they seem to get better and better in each best of 3 situation, which is, you know, it'd be nice if they kind of start off hot, but they don't. So I don't know. But that last map, it looked like eUnited had no answer for MIBR's ops. None.
I'll change if you change, James.
I have no intention of changing.
Okay, good. Because if you did, I would have let you change, and I wouldn't have changed.
Whoa,
I would
it's
have
devious.
Wow.
done the backstab. I would have done the betrayal.
Well, you know, I am my own man. I don't need to follow. So I'm always good. I am impressed though with eUnited. I feel like they are better than I gave them credit for, which is fantastic.
Yeah, same.
They look good. It's nice to see them. It's difficult with some teams because you don't know how they're going to perform versus the stronger teams. They've only met once on record on HLTV, so you don't know how. Like with ATK, I could see stylistically it was very specific. It was going to be cool, but then they were figured out. It's a different case of eUnited. And I do think maybe there's some kind of residual disappointment with the previous rosters on the eUnited brand, where you just had that hotel revolving door of players going in and out, and it's just like there isn't really anything being built, but there certainly is now. So that's great to see. It's really awesome. It's nice to see Cooper and Freakazoid back together again after the adventures that Cooper has been on, and it's nice to see everything like settle and be stable. Stability is good, and yeah, let's see what they have to offer on Inferno. MIBR have got to be a favourite going in for the most part. I'm interested to see how the odds will progress as the final game progresses. But I think there's a great chance here for MIBR. They'll be comfortable going into this. We see the updated odds. So eUnited, I feel like they're getting a little further away from where they were before. But here we go. It's the third map. It's the last chance saloon. Make it count, man. Get yourself a pumpkin.
The good thing with eUnited is that they're not kind of this team that's doing well against the better teams because no one has played against them before, and they're playing this kind of off-brand Counter-Strike. They're actually playing good, solid Counter-Strike. They're doing D4 set pieces, good team play, good execution individually. They know what they're doing. And so that's really encouraging because it means that these experiences are going to give them strength. They'll be able to look back. Like, for example, that game of Train. Everything was great, except that they didn't know what to do when they're up against 2 extremely good AWPers on the CT side. So if they go back and review that, they can figure out, okay, how do we deal with it? How do we think we should? And how does Astralis deal with that? How does this team deal with that? What do they do? And they can start to really build themselves as a team. This is a very encouraging version of eUnited.
Man, these guys are flexing hard with these knives. I reckon, who's got a purple knife? Fallen might have one of the most expensive knives. Either Fallen or Taco, or whoever's got the green Karambit. I don't know how much those go for. I think one of those 3 knives has got to be the most expensive knife on the server, because it's hard to get a nice wear with the spiderweb, hard to get the spiderweb in the right place. But those like gamma dopplers are crazy. They're pretty crazy. There we go. Who knows? If you have an opinion on what you think is the most valuable knife on the server, send me a tweet. I'm curious. I'm curious to know. Right then, MIBR will start on the CT side. That's a fantastic start for them. Now, will they be able to secure another pistol? Interestingly, in terms of utility, Fallen's gone for an incendiary grenade. $600 spent on the pistol round is not very common, but if there is to be a rush towards a bomb site and there's a crossfire for the CTs, that could get very interesting indeed. He's holding a pixel angle. He wants the information. He's waiting for the push. I like this idea. Because I would suppose if you're expecting numbers trying to overwhelm a position, often that will be something like the balcony, and you'll have a 5-7 or a CZ. But the incendiary is a very different approach to a similar problem.
And the push towards the B-bomb side for United, they really need a good start. They really need a pistol victory against MIBR. But Fallen, we saw how ridiculous he was here yesterday. Incendiary drops. Always good to see those pistol rounds, because on pistol rounds, not often utility to stop it.
Yep, it buys time for the rotation as well. So Now, with that push, we have Lucas almost at the well position. There's no flash though for Fur. Fallen's the only one who had one. Everyone's blind though. There is a flash actually, excuse me. Fallen able to do it, and Fur's just popping everybody on the site. They haven't lost a player yet. They've barely taken any damage.
Wow.
So the smoke came up. So Fallen threw the incendiary, which bought time for the rotation. Then he deploys the flashbang for Fur to get some free kills. Flash goes up there. Boom. It is gratis. That was really awesome.
Yeah, it almost begs the question, should there be a protocol on a pistol round where, like, let's say that incendiary comes in, you can't stop it, that you just go double back all the way? Because that incendiary basically, as you were saying, like, buys so much positioning and time for the TTs, well, you can counter that by just rotating out. And so I'm curious if that's a protocol to be made for United in the future.
Yeah, how often do you see an incendiary, though, in a pistol round?
Yeah, that's the thing, like...
I can't tell you a second time where I've seen one.
Right, and... but still, definitely a lesson in that one. Ooh. Almost. The Deagle can, like, just a Deagle can get you very far. One Deagle can get you surprisingly very far in a game of Counter-Strike. If you're patient and you hit the shots that count at the right time in the rounds, you can go very well indeed. And there we go. There's a 5v4. They get one more, starts to get extremely desperate for MIBR suddenly. It's a really big difference between having 4 and having 3 players. Gonna stack towards A, where the Deagles have all gathered.
Well, that's changed dramatically. It's escalated quickly. 3 kills on the bomb. Ollie to force Marquis forward. Well, that's one way to recover from a player lost. Annihilate everybody at the top of mid. Only 1 player lost. Eagles collected. Not a bad day at the office. United with no bomb plants. They'll have the poor round now. And MIBR can begin to build towards the AWPs. I'm glad KNG's on MIBR.
Look, that Emerald Knife, how much it's worth?
I mentioned how much it was worth earlier.
Ah, right.
You just don't listen to me, do you?
I thought you.
You don't listen to me anymore.
I thought you were talking about a different one.
I'm like the complaining girlfriend now. You never listen to me.
How much did you say?
$1,000.
Ah, I saw it for 1,300.
There's also one for $9.99.
In the face.
It's a strong angle for Freakazoid.
Not anymore.
Close. The awareness, the experience. So much experience on MIBR. It's just absurd at this point. I love just the whole story of the team and the players, their journey. The entire Brazilian scene is connected. It's in the blood. More than most scenes, if you will. It is built. The life of the Brazilian scene runs through the blood of these players on MIBR. That's why I see so many Brazilian colours on the MIBR squad. A solid 3-0. Man, honestly, the YouTube videos of KNG shouting at people in the CRT days on LAN are amazing, by the way. Just want to add that in there. I wish I could find a link. There's someone's linked me before. One day we'll find it again. The Creek party is here. Inferno has closer quarters, but there will be enough contentment with the Creek for 4 of them. KNG just standing deep in mid, announcing what is to come in the future rounds. And here's that smoke and molly combo that we saw yesterday.
Yeah, I told you to write down that round.
Oh my god, the meat.
I started throwing that HE as well.
That's amazing.
It's such a nice.
It is
so
a good
easy.
HE, yeah. You got to wait a little.
It's super easy to throw too. You just
Yep.
just like bounces off the. It's safe to throw because you kind of bounce it from where the wall kind of is like slants. Then the nade just drops behind the wall. It's not a good explanation, but whatever. Figure it out.
Above the half wall.
Yeah.
Easy.
Fallen waiting for the play with the MP9. Upon the contact, the smoke will be thrown. Contact. There goes the smoke. It will go past the smoke. It will die. And that's probably a wrap for this round. There's, well, yeah, it's just Fantasy left now. eUnited really struggling to find a way in. Really, really struggling. Oh, so badly. It's a nice kill. They definitely need damage out of this. Fantasy needs to commit to more damage, I think. At this point, they'll have the 4th round loss bonus. You've got to keep the economy down for the CTs.
Yeah, but he could use it as a hero Krieg and try and do the same in the next round. Where there'll be less information and more players alive. And it will be the latter. As long as they plant the bomb, he'll be able to buy in the next round. Have a reasonable buy anyway. Of course, he can buy regardless.
I think if eUnited wanted to get back into this, we need Food to kind of step it up a little bit. He was, as we saw in this whole week, he's been, you know, the top guy for eUnited in terms of fracking potential, almost. And in this whole series so far, or at least in the last 2 maps, he's been kind of MIA.
Yeah, it's not as easy versus the stronger teams in North America. Molotov towards the tree. Vanity is pushed forwards. An exchange of grenades, and everybody may survive for a time. They're fishing, and KNG will serve what they're looking for. Smoke is up by the half wall, which allows the CT to take position. Fallen trying to punish them for falling back, but they will manage to escape for now. Vanity by the tree. Now, Marky will try to use him as a bait, but MIBR are not going to overextend. KNG and Fallen still have smoke grenades. So much time has been wasted. The round has barely started for eUnited. They're still just waiting in Banana. But again, there is a smoke to be deployed by Fallen. He's just waiting for it. They probably think they've used all their utility, but no, there's a surprise. A surprise package. There it is, in response.
Yeah, and they're pretty committed. They just use all their last utility, so they kind of have to just go for it at this point. It sucks, but you just have to do it and just hope for the best. And, well, you got to just burst on that. There's a really nasty Molotov in the only place that's not smoked. Here's fire.
There's a flash from KNG from the well position as well. However, his weapon's been taken by Food, and he's got a chance to actually win the round. A very unusual turn of events. KNG rotated to the well, got the flash. Player stuck behind the smoke. Food pushed through the smoke, took the AWP, and now this is a situation. He gets 2 1 versus 1s most likely, as they have no idea where he is, and now they really have used all their utility, save for one flash from Lucas, which is not necessarily likely to come out. They've both got kits, but there are so many positions to check. Taco goes past the initial angle. That bomb really is ticked now. Needs to play the 1 versus 2. Food has missed, and surely it's going to go the way of MIBR now. He had to land that shot, maybe feeling the pressure. Great effort to get that far in the first place. That was a huge chance for eUnited, and it has been lost.
Yeah, if he hits that shot, they win the round. Because you can basically just at that point hunt the corner of the wall in dark, and then there will be no time to get the kill and then get the defuse afterwards. That's really rough. That's really rough for Food, because he's gonna know, like, he's gonna think to himself, I hit those all day. But as you say, James, you know, or maybe Eric, one of you said about the pressure of the situation, and it does hurt.
Does make things a little bit worse. Double op set up again from MIBR. This is what has made him so strong on train. We'll do it again on Inferno. Fallen's going to nade and fall back after showing that he's opting porch side middle. They do have a bait set up with Taco at the boiler, and KNG pushed up in the halls.
And here comes the push through to top mid, and Fallen's going to take a lot of attention then. Ooh. Okay, Taco, I thought he was going to die. I thought the whole point was him to be a base setup there, and KNG gets one as well. They'll be on the site. The round from Arch is really quick, but going for the immediate plant actually behind the box. And there is the chase from Fallen. He'll take that frag, it's free, and it will be a 4-player survival for MIBR. That's fantastic. Their money will continue to grow, and much like on train, eventually, like soon enough, they're going to go 16K, everyone.
Yeah, it's a nice turnaround after the previous round where they lost 3 players. It's a plus. When will the first round come for eUnited? They've had 6 chances. and 6 failures. MIBR starting on a CT side after finishing on the CT side of Train with great momentum and great power and great output with their AWPs is a very nice situation for MIBR. KNG is ready for the peaks. The Molotov will limit the options in a mid position, and there'll be an exchange of grenades as per usual on Banana. Marky trying to find a nice angle. Not bad. It helps. Molotov to take the angles away, and Fur is caught in isolation by Marky. Wasn't expecting that kind of push from the T's, trying to be unorthodox and unpredictable, and that might help them get around versus MIBR.
There's a chance if you're able to trade on Fallen at least, and they will have to carry through the momentum here. Oh, you don't expect the AWP, but KNG misses. And that critical miss will be everything, because Food not only kills him, he kills Lucas, and, well, he kills the round. He wins the round. The round is dead.
Brute force.
Fair might be.
Or is it?
The reverse caster curse. Calling out Food, start getting kills. Is it coincidence? I don't know.
Taco has similar money to his opponents. I mean, to his teammates, rather. So he may look to do some damage, but Vanity is already on the flank, coming in from the back. And he will stop that from happening, which is good. That's a bonus for eUnited. He's got a forward spawn as well, so we'll see if he tries to do anything crazy with it. But again, the brute force from Food, just fragging out full pug mode into the B-bomb site, and it works out and allows the eUnited to get their first round on the board. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you do it. With that round one, a timeout from MIBR, just to presumably have eUnited sit around and not kind of keep their focus and get straight back into it looking for a second.
And with that rebuy, it's actually very expensive. You can see how expensive truly the CT buys can be. I mean, technically, you can spend up to 6K if you go for a max buy, even with a rifle. You know, can spend up to that amount if you get the full Kevlar, the kit as well, and the incendiary, and then if you get the AWP, you're spending maybe 7K. It's a lot of money.
A lot of moolah down the drain.
It's a couple round wins to get to that amount of money. Attack on Banana, the smoke's getting dropped by the CTs. It's a bit too deep, perhaps. So eUnited will easily just stroll on past. But maybe that's the point. Maybe it's all about getting them confident to walk into Fallen's crosshair. And a retake smoke from MIBR, perhaps. That's why Vanity's spamming the angle. But no retake just yet.
It's funny, the utility from MIBR is making eUnited use their utility early. Normally they're trying to do that to the CT side. But again, there are still 2 smokes left at the minute mark for MIBR on Fallen and KNG. One towards A, one towards B. Will KNG re-smoke the arch position? Or will he simply try to blast them? Yeah, he's going to re-smoke it. So they head towards the... Oh, there's a gap. Maybe they'll play around it, but what do eUnited choose to do? 42 seconds on the clock, and it's almost like they're stuck top mid.
Yeah, 30 seconds for the plant. They got to make a call pretty much now, and they're going to go for it. If you whiff the shot, he's going to stay scoped in, looking for the next jump across, but they'll smoke him out. And it's a slow movement to the bomb site. 20 seconds left in the round. 10 seconds to get the plant effectively, and Taco's going to drop the bomber. Bomb is now down on the ground with 10 seconds to plant. And it's a desperate situation. Nice shot from Marky. Still a chance here, but there has to be a plant immediately. Is there a way to get coverage on it? Yes, there is. The bomb's down. And the round is won by MIBR as they clean up everybody else. It's a good effort, but simply was not enough. MIBR still looking strong.
Yeah, MIBR did a really good job of delaying that mid-take. KNG just tossing smokes and flashes and really just stalling that arch wrap towards a bomb site. By the time eUnited even got to the bomb site, it was like 15 seconds left. They had to rush to clear spots and just really put him in a lot of awkward positions.
KNG and Fallen have done a great job of holding on to smoke grenades late, as you spoke about. Even if they went towards B, it would have been a disaster because Fallen would have had the smoke to drop. The initial exchange. And eUnited are forced further and further back by the smoke grenade on Banana. MIBR lining up the grenades once again, but eUnited will go beyond the choke point. Maybe this time the grenades will be used a little earlier. Fur will deploy his in response to the grenade streaming in from eUnited. Fallen goes ahead of it. He's inviting a peek. Minute 10 on the clock. So there have commonly been 2 smokes up. Or sorry, left for MIBR. This time it's just the one on Fallen. He looks to reaggress. Cooper seems to be waiting for him. Does he go all the way? He does, and he'll tag Cooper to 6 HP. He's holding the angle. Food tries to punish, unable to do so. And I hate Cheeser here again, and he's still got a smoke grenade to deploy. There's a Molotov from Fur. And there goes the smoke grenade with 40 seconds on the clock. That's a weird one, though. That'll give Fur actually some more cover as he faces the pool position. A variation, but eUnited will finally take the bomb site.
Yeah, they do. Fantasies on 1 HP, but it's an AWP and 2 and 4s. They got retake utility. Molotov on Taco and actually no smoke, but flashbangs are plenty and an HE grenade as well. Surely the HE's going to, well, the I guess the AWP will do it instead. Sanity down. He is the low player. Marquis here has to deliver big. He can't. Into the coffin he goes. Up to Freakazoid in the 1v3 now. Looking for the headshots. Immediately killed though. 8 rounds for MIBR now as they are crushing eUnited.
That smoke was extremely specific. I believe that if Fur had fallen off of the barrels, he would have seen the swing from the T side, and their heads would have been in the clouds, basically. So if they ran close to that smoke, I think he would see them because there was a gap at the bottom.
Right.
So
right.
there was a lot going on there. That is not the smoke you normally seen thrown by the CTs.
They have some really sick nades on Banana as well, like the way that their retake smoke in the half wall and then the Molotov that goes behind it. So if they push, they'll fall back behind the smoke. Then they double HE behind the half wall to the side. So they have some nasty stuff on Banana here in terms of utility usage. We spread it for a couple rounds. MIBR just... They didn't actually get a result from it, but I could absolutely see it nailing people. It's like winning rounds.
I feel like these are the things that MIBR pull out when they really need to. Otherwise, you don't see these things until they get to LAN and get to finals and they're playing a really respected team.
Yeah. Falling courts there, nice flashbang. Falling in the open, but do you expect KNG to arrive with another AWP from Coffins? No, you don't. And he's going to annihilate pretty much everybody. Flashbang goes out, Vanity stuck in the pool position. He'll try to go through the smoke. It's a smart play, but I mean, you've got to take the gambles, and this time it's not going to work. Another round for MIBR as the struggle continues for United. MIBR is in the driving seat, and United can't do anything.
KNG's rotation right here just really catches eUnited off guard, not expecting to have that third person, especially the second AWPer, by that coffin spot. But of course, if you're playing against a team like MIBR, you have to check every nook and cranny because their rotations are sometimes a little wild, a little unpredictable. So it makes them so dangerous sometimes.
Taco will spot 2 players in second mid. It's hard to see everybody even when you do a jump peek like that. Hard to make out the details sometimes. United have only Vanity near the balcony at the moment, but a bomb looks to join them. I think there'll be a notable grenade setup or deployment from eUnited as there are 3 players in mid. Out he goes with a flashbang, seeing Taco and taking him out. But while he's still up, he's slapped down by Lucas. And it begins again for MIBR. They've got all the angles. Running out of bullets is Lucas, but it's not about damage, it's about round. Switches up for a Max 10 mark. Not the greatest tool in the world, but needs must. 10 rounds for MIBR to the 1 of eUnited. 3 players survive, including the 2 AWPs. MIBR, they've been slow rolling us in this bracket. The 2-1 versus the Quest. I really feel like they're just not showing maximum MIBR unless they really need to, but now it's time for they're at the business end of the tournament. We are seeing the business end of the MIBR guns.
Yeah.
It's so wild because MIBR looks like they're one step ahead every single time. Like whatever eUnited will do, MIBR somehow counters it. It's kind of unbelievable, to be honest.
But so fast. Cooper will take Fallen out at the very least, which means less late smoke grenades towards the B bomb site later on. That's a cheeky double peek with the AWPs. Liberties being taken, ready to defend behind the sandbags, but that's a combo meal deal for eUnited. They'll put the flames out to take position, use the extra utility, it's worth it, get a bomb planted. Much needed. Taco looking for a player hopping up on the barrels to see over the smoke to punish the rotation, but nothing doing there. A 2 AWP retake, they have double incendiaries, however. And a HE as well. Will it go over the barrels? Oh, Taco lands that perfectly.
That was really on. Oh my goodness. And I like eUnited's setup. They're all towards the oranges side of the bomb site. And typically that can be really confusing as the CTs if you're going to go for a retake. You also get the ability to kind of swing on the coffins players if they actually go towards coffins. But MIBR want to keep the AWPs. They don't have to lose them, so they won't. There we go. One more round for United. Off the back of an explosive B play and also MIBR losing Fallen early in the round towards middle. Not things that you can count as reliable solutions to winning rounds. So what is the next step for eUnited?
I have no idea. It's so hard to read against MIBR sometimes.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. They mix it up. They have two amazing operas on their team.
Yeah, I think, to face this kind of MIBR, you need preparation, spreadsheets, nautical charts, plotting devices, binoculars, and then maybe a lucky charm. Flash lands on the wrong side of the half wall. And at 23. Still a chance for eUnited to make it to 5 rounds on a T-half, and who knows, maybe that will be enough. They have strong snipers as well, of course. Can't imagine they will have the depth that we've seen from MIBR in this half, but never say die. A larger execute this time. Normally it's just a one smoke towards CT to bait the grenades. This time they put one towards the coffins as well. But there's no over-response from MIBR. Maybe it's a fake. You can see the bomb sliding away from the B bomb site. There are 3 players, or there were, for MIBR towards the A bomb site. Now there are 2. Freakazoid moving forward. We've got stereo frags for MIBR. The man advantage is here. KNG quickly avoids the AWP, but Cooper's fast this time. And now Lucas is just trying to find the best position to get some kind of kill. We've got presence being shown on Art, trying to jump. He can find the information. He's back at the back of the side. They're lining up for him. There's no transfer. 2 versus 2. A much needed round. A bunny hop, and Fallen doesn't pull the trigger.
As he waits, he spots one. Oh, he was going for that flick. Cooper catches him before it finishes. Fur now has to make it happen. It's a very difficult. I think he's been spotted by the jump peak there, and yeah, the nade goes out. Fur don't have a huge amount of money. Might want to get the AWP and get out of here. There it is. And he will escape with that AWP. So there is that. But another round for United. They actually get a consecutive round. Fancy that.
They really could get 5 rounds. Again, it's one of those weird ones where you see the fashion in which one team is winning rounds. You're like, oh my god, this is over. They're getting smashed. However, the 2 halves can be very different, of course, and they can still claw back these late rounds. 5 rounds might be enough. So we can't make any assumptions at this point.
Yeah, it just takes winning the right rounds, and it's definitely that case here, considering that the money's been stretched so thin for MIBR. If United are able to win this one, and of course, MIBR don't have all that large amount of utility as they have done in previous rounds, which has really made the difference. Oh, they are going aggressive to mitigate that lack of utility, perhaps, and this is very scary. Will United fall afoul to this play in middle?
Again. Because they have multiple times. The only issue was last time Fallen peeked down mid and Cooper had still had the angle. After KNG got the second mid pick.
go again. Well, at least the lurk smoke's put out there. What is the response from MIBR? United want them to dump their utility. United still have a lurker and Freakazoid towards the apartments. Oh dear, Freakazoid is yet to get a kill actually in this half. Nice pickup from KNG. Oh dear, it's going very, very, very badly. 2 players left, one of them is the lurk on the other side of the map, and Freakazoid now he's got his kill.
Got his kill,
He's
guys.
got his kill, but I don't know that they'll get the round. There's 3 orbs on the bomb, sitting on the bomb. And not much going on over here.
Brazilians in the 3 AWPs. It is somewhat iconic.
So what's one of the key points on this map is taking control of either banana or maybe up mid, and then you can work kind of a default. eUnited's kind of been battered and hit so much that they stopped doing those kind of things where they're taking B, they're leaving mid completely open. If they take mid, they leave B completely open. So shows that the confidence of the first map is gone. It's out the window now. Too much respect is being given to MIBR, and they're slowly just choking away eUnited.
Psychological warfare, especially in a way that MIBR have subjected United to grenades on banana. It has been nothing short of brutality.
I like that. Show us respect, and we will use it to choke you.
There you go.
Passive beginning. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Those Mac 10s now have got a lot more utility if they can get close enough. Cooper's got the Krieg. Does he keep it? Does he grab the AWP? Looking to make inroads, and I think this is going to be a fast one from United. That flashbang activates the Taco turret, but it's only good for the 1 frag on this occasion, and maybe there'll be a late round in this for United. Little block Reno, and the bomb will make its way to the Vino.
2v4 last round, they got to go for it. What can they summon? It's Fallen and Fur, so you always know they're able to do something. But the positioning is really good. They've got flashes as well. They've got all sorts working in their favor. That's a stunning shot. Well, it's actually able to reset the situation without getting punished. Now it's a 2v3, so it gets a little bit more easy to deal with. Fallen rotates around the other side. Fur now dedicated to lane, but they don't have much time. They got a kit on Fallen, but that's it. Smoke. Fur can't get out of position in time. There's no punish from Fallen, and that's a wrap. United pick up another round at the end of the half. It's 4-11 though, and it's going to be a tough comeback for them in the second half. We'll see if they can get off to a good start after the break.
Up your game. 128-tick service for the smoothest, most responsive gaming experience ever. Ensure you game seamlessly with our state-of-the-art FACEIT anti-cheat. Track your progress with advanced stats within your community, country, or region. This is the true ranked experience. Sign up now at FACEIT.com.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
We're back. As are eUnited and MIBR. MIBR with 11 rounds from their CT side. Looking, well, it was a dominating performance. From the pistol, we saw the big strats to secure the bag, the incendiary, the flashbang. It was really great stuff, and now they have 4 players up towards A. eUnited, that is. We got 5 here. They're running straight into a crossfire. This is going to be catastrophic, surely. Fallen and Lucas are low. Fallen is now lower. Lucas still has the bomb. Chooses to re-aggress. This might just work out in their favor. Vanity's the last one. But where is he? He is on the A bomb site. If he runs, if he gives that Q away. Here he is. Oh, God. That was so close. This has got to be a nervous situation for them. Do they all run to B? Does somebody fake? Does somebody wonder? Vanity wonders. He stays on A. He has a defuse kit. He has a smoke grenade, a granate, as the Germans might say. He sees no one. I think it's time to run. Although you never know until the beep beeps go.
I mean, he does have a smoke and a kit, so there is a chance that he could win this, but a 2-on-1 against Taco and Lucas.
It's a pistol round. Anything happens in a pistol round. He's been seen immediately. He has been spotted. Now that Taco can just swing as soon as Lucas engages. How do you get the 1 versus 1? Fantasy trying to invite it. He knows he's being baited. But is it CT? Is it the pool? It's the pool! And Vanity has the frag. I think he had a shadow advantage there as well. So in that sense, it was perfect placement. 12-4. That looked suicidal, that run up mid from MIBR. 4 plays there for eUnited, and still they don't win the pistol. Both pistols won by MIBR, it is worth noting at this point. But also, how demoralizing must that be? You set up for a push in mid, the push comes mid, you've got 4 guys there, and yet you still lost the pistol. It is a pistol round, there's so much you can do. Nothing is guaranteed in a pistol round. No one has a helmet.
It's true.
But it still feels bad, man.
It looked like eUnited was about to take that pistol, and all of a sudden, whoever jumped out Halls just annihilated 2 people in the middle and kind of forced a favorable position for eUnited into pretty much a round loss. See Taco getting information at B, clearing the car. You have 3 MIBR players. Doing some utility, trying to bait anything, see if the CT's counter, and there's a counter smoke by the CT. Other than that, not much information to be had.
MIBR is just drying out eUnited. They are going to pressure until all liquid is gone. There's no more in the terms of utility, and then they strike, and the bomb site they go, and they hit every shot they need to, and that's a clear bomb site for them to get the plants without any problems whatsoever. It's tough. It's really tough. You know, eUnited, they would really have liked to have just gotten an extra 2 to 3 rounds just to have some breathing room. But it's almost already in the territory where you want to force fight every round. It's like, do you give them 14 and then so you can have a full buy? You know, it's like, how do you handle this? 1 full save? It's either 1 full save or force every single round. That's the kind of the spot they're at.
Put your best foot forward. That's what I say.
That's a shame.
They lost it all.
Yeah. Would have been nice if Freakazoid could have kept what he had.
It's unfortunate that Vanity peeked at that angle right there. Unfortunately, I mean, it's kind of a bait setup, but him dying immediately kind of made that bait setup a little less, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It just worked not as good as if you stayed alive.
Trivia, do you guys remember the team that bought 4 Mac 10s on this map very, very often? Almost every game, basically.
Yes,
Which
I
team
do.
was it?
I can't remember.
Envy. With Happy. Yeah, they got into the habit of doing that. It's a long time ago.
Vintage
Map for
strats. Where is Happy anyway? Haven't seen him for a while.
He got benched a couple times, and then he's kind of, I don't know.
I wonder what the issue is. He speaks very good English, so...
I thought he was on Gamer Legion for like a month. And then they went to a full Swedish roster, I believe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he's up to.
Well, here comes the start of the second half. At 14-4, the half begins. At 14-4, nothing will be ideal, and maybe it must be done the hard way.
Yeah, this is how it could end as well. Either it's the beginning or the end, depending on how United handle things. They're up against a bunch of Mac 10s, so they have to bear that in mind, that like fast banana plays and fast apartments takes. You know, these are things that the Mac 10s are good at, and that MIBR might try. So lots of N-second in actually. Bouncing the flash off the roof for a quick peek in mid, but not going too deep. And indeed, MIBR very, very quickly up to top mid, wanting to burst with the Mac 10s. Oh dear, this is very dangerous because we're very blind, able to escape. It's a good start for United. A very good start. They've yet to drop a player. In fact, they will stand all 5 alive.
It's a bonus run for MIBR. That was arcade mode. That was Ridge Racer on the PlayStation 1. Now it's time for Gran Turismo.
It's a great game. Classic.
Those scores are very nice. Nice.
AWP on Fallen right away. They want to end this match as soon as possible. You don't want to get eUnited back into the game, especially when you're being up 14-5. The game is in your hands. You're the driver, Dave.
Well, we have exchange of grenades on banana. Careful, very careful. FACEIT able to get out of there. It's definitely not looking favorable in that fight. Quick flash for Clue to get some info. Gets a pick, but the trade, is that what you want? We'll find out soon here in this round.
One minute on the clock. A nervous time for eUnited. Every round will be nervous. They must string some together to get back a feeling of confidence. You can see anti-flash being played by Vanity. Marquis by the well. If there was a push towards B, he would have the flash. No sound cues from MIBR. Taco will smoke off Cooper. He won't be able to see anything. Force the fall back, but not before Molotov through mid, but 2 players will get through it. In fact, it is 3. Things start to speed up now as Cooper will need help on the bomb site. Freakazoid is in the graveyard. He looks up and gets absolutely smashed by Fur immediately. Cooper has a limited time to find some kills. He's isolated. Marky's been taken out as well, and they have surrounded Cooper, and he has fallen, and there's nothing for Vanity to do.
It's an implosion for United's. What do they do? What can they do?
And that's why I don't like that spot that Freakazoid was in, especially if you don't have a person in pit, because you have an awkward spot where no one's watching the porch side, and so if you're in that spot, you kind of have to look at halls and porch, which is a really awkward angle sometimes. And since Cooper was in the bomb site, he couldn't help him at all. He couldn't help Freakazoid at all. So
No assist.
not really the best spot in that situation. And he got punished pretty hard for it. Regardless, nice shot by Fur. I mean, it's still a pretty good shot.
No assist possible. 15-5. MIBR on match point now. They are ready to go to Texas. Texas points. they do not look like they are going to be breaking their stride anytime soon. It will take a huge effort from eUnited to disrupt MIBR's strong performance.
Cooper will stick the Molotov down mid. Food with the molly, throwing the AWP towards Banana. The two orbs have worked well for United on some of these maps, but is it too late here? Off angles being held by Foods. He starts to creep back, catching Lucas off guard. I like that. Lucas waiting for the peek on Coffins, and Food catches him from the side. That was a sneaky peek. I like it. It was nice. But they need more. They need a lot more all the time, because otherwise it's over. Cooper looks towards Boiler. All of MIBR close to top mid.
Set up. Smoke to library. He has all the information. There's no smoke for Arch. So, see everything. Oh no, that's a chance gone.
That's the bomb scene though.
Yeah.
That was just a bomb on the radar.
They threw, so MIBR threw these smokes, but just like did no effort to really sell it. And strangely, United's not rotating anybody, thinking perhaps that maybe MIBR are going to double back. But oh, they find a perfect timing. Vanity needs so many kills, 2 kills. That's good. There's only 2 left now as he tries to buy time, and he's bought so very much time, enough time for him even to finish it off. And that's 1 round.
Wow.
It's 1 round.
That was a close round, and as you said, Dan, kind of a half-baked mid-take by MIBR, because Cooper was at the arch side the entire time, kind of peeking middle. So he spotted no one coming up middle after the smokes.
Yeah, they did nothing to push him back, not even like a flashbang, just like because a pop flash is enough for an AWPer to fall back to the past position to give you the window. But even still, United defended with 2 on the side. Lucas hungry, fiending, thirsty for a frag.
Vanished.
Well, the irony, it is Food to deal with him, to starve him. Here's a wrap through the arch side. Food hears it. He ready.
He jumped. After hearing the footsteps. I don't know if he was heard at that point, but anyway, he's dead. KNG will just about see Freakazoid. And now there's flanks on rotations. Vanity is behind the smoke. Fur is waiting. Vanity considering walking through. Here's the beeps. Here's the flashbang spotted by Fur. The angle wasn't good enough, and Marquis is left versus 4 players. Fur will try to spray him down. Marquis collecting on the gun. More smokes, more grenades are deployed. Hoping for something, trying to punish the tracers while covering from his own. Dancing around the smoke and the sandbags, and he's still alive, Marquis. Such a dangerous play for eUnited. He has a kit and another one. He has the angles even with the smoke up. 1 versus 1. This would be a ridiculous turnaround. Fallen, though, will deny him, and MIBR make it to LAN. And these highlights are brought to you by NVIDIA. Congratulations to the Brazilians, to Made in Brazil, because they have qualified for the finals in Arlington. A monstrous performance on Inferno, deserving of a place, the final place at LAN.
MIBR looking so good. eUnited also looking very good on the overpass. If they able to figure out how to be like that in all the maps, I could see them being a top 2, top 3 team in NA. But unfortunately, you gotta be good on more than 1 map in this game, and to show that MIBR is ready to take it all.
Yeah, MIBR had way more answers and general robustness that United couldn't match. And I mean, it's great though, because United, as you mentioned, they showed a lot of strength, and they're trying to play proper Counter-Strike right now. They're doing a good job in many respects. So I think there's a huge amount of learning experiences that they can draw from in their run this week alone, just to make them a much stronger team. So, you know, it sucks for them to lose against MIBR to get this far, but again, it's also good for us to see that when it really counts, MIBR can turn up the heats.
Yeah, that was a good indicator and a warning, maybe, that maybe they're not showing everything in these matches, and there'll be something more to be had when they make it to the finals in Arlington, Texas. Definitely a team effort from MIBR. That was just it was a great exhibition of Counter-Strike as far as the Brazilians were concerned, excuse me. As for eUnited, a great showing. I think they were outmatched by MIBR, and they should be to some degree with the level that MIBR are supposed to be at. They didn't show it versus the Quest. ATK was like a game in a vacuum, if you will, in the way they had to play that one out. But eUnited, they definitely showed where their strength is for MIBR, and that's great as a signature for themselves as they move towards the finals. $15,000 in prize money. This completes the leaderboard for North America, and the prize money won from week to week. MIBR get that last queue, not for Quake, but for qualified to the finals. Congratulations to them. They'll be joining Evil Geniuses, Team Liquid and Sharks from the North American region. And before we talk about the finals once more, and for the final time here in our studio, it's time for the HyperX X Factor play of the game. It was an explosive series, and I don't know what to expect.
Be falling and train. That's my guess.
Okay. Oh yeah, he did do some disgusting things.
Ooh,
On
yeah?
train.
Ooh, yeah.
What is it to be? Who is it to be? It's Fallen on train. And there it is. He had an incredible performance here. As soon as the double ops came out, there was no stopping MIBR, and Fallen was at the helm in terms of taking control of the game with the AWP. And so I think it definitely does it justice that he is selected. And yeah, MIBR looking really nice today.
Yeah, that
Impressive.
first shot was awesome as well, because it looked like he shot like the hand of the arm holding the weapon or something, which is one of those small shots, like somebody jiggles and you just pop them here. That's a wrap. Anyway, that will bring our show to a close. Again, the finals are in Arlington, Texas. You can see the dates there, 30th of November and the 1st of December. Come and have the pinch punch first of the month with us in Texas. ECS.FACEIT.com is where you can find yourself some tickets. They are still available. Get them while you can. It's going to be an explosive final. Let's not forget, we got the likes of Sharks. Where are they? Down there, we've got the Sharks. They had some night and day performances, but if they can have those day performances, it's going to be really crazy at the finals. They had some explosive games on the Vertigo, and who knows, we might even see the new Vertigo at the finals. Thank you for tuning in. It's been emotional. It's been great. It's nice to have the Bears back. Look forward to trolling you. I was trolling you yesterday. You thought I was like mad about me losing. Oh, you were trolling me as well?
I was trolling you.
You're really like leveling up the needling. All right, that's fine. It will continue. There's plenty more needling to come before we get to the finals. So you can see all that happening on my stream, but that's not about me. It's about ECS and the finals. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the regular viewers and the non-regular viewers and the players and so on. Thank you to Dan for his Danisms, for learning about the ocean and the sea, and all the guys in the back. It's Halloween time, and I hope you guys have a nice Halloween. I will see you on the servers because I don't really go anywhere else. Thanks for tuning in.